Okay, so it's like, color's really bad during the day. Um, 2 days, 3 days after the video where I couldn't talk. I mean, I was talking and everything was going fast and it's either irritable or euphoric, and I thought I would capture for you being one of the kinds of mixed episodes where a few hours I'll be up and a few hours I'll be down, and not just like mood swings like people would say. I mean drastic, severe from one to the other. Do not pass go, do not collect $200, just and this is how it happened. You know, depression's already simmering there when I get up, but nothing's made it come out of its shell yet for the day. Like it's waiting for that thing to let it out. So I take my dog for a walk to go potty. I don't know if you have dogs, but a lot of times dogs pick spots that they like to potty the most. And so I take them to those spots for, you know, the one who had surgery and who can't walk very well. It's easier to take her to those spots than walk her around, walk. Sorry, her legs will give out. Anyway, I live in apartments, and there are all these little patches of grass around, and I might be the only one with a dog. You have to have like a doctor's note to have a dog here. Anyway, one of the dogs that lives at my mom's is staying with me too because she had surgery, and my mom couldn't, you know, with work and stuff, wouldn't be able to give her one-on-one 24/7 like I can. Anyway, that has nothing to do with what I'm telling you. I try to be extremely considerate with my dogs living in apartments because first, I understand I'm renting and this is not my home. And so my dogs don't do anything bad in the house. No potting, no chewing, no nothing. And outside where I know kids live or play, I don't let the dogs potty or even walk in those grassy areas. We'll walk by on the sidewalk, but I don't even let them sniff their toys and stuff, which, by the way, those apartments with the kids, they're crap everywhere. But anyway, that's not the point, you know, because I'm big on hygiene. And here when my dogs potty, even outside of the apartments, when I walk them in the neighborhood, you know, any public or whatever area, I have little baggies. I clean up their poop. And but there is a dog across the street and some cats that run loose, and I caught that dog pooping right outside my apartment. Probably just marking, knowing that I had a dog in the apartment and he just wanted to mark that. But and the cats too. And so I am a little paranoid that people will assume that those poops are from my dogs and complain. And I told the apartment manager that if anyone complains, it's not me. I clean up every single rain, shine, day, night. I even have a little flashlight. They poop and I can't see it. You know, I don't want anyone to have it. I'm just rambling on. Let me get to the thing. So we're walking along and Gretchen's little spot's coming up. And so I walk her over there to go, and she does poo. And I do pick it up. And a woman who lives across the sidewalk from that public grass that I was on, but it's across from her apartment. She said, politely, would you mind walking your dog somewhere over there? Because there's a little boy here that plays here or walks through here, and he doesn't always, he's just 2 and he doesn't always wear shoes. And I had never seen a little boy in that grass, and there's no little boy that lives by that grass. And I told her, I said, oh, that's no problem. No, you know, and I explained to her, I never would have walked her here if I had known there was a little boy playing or in this grass. You know, because I do try to avoid letting the dogs even just walk in the grass where the, well, she said he lives next door and he doesn't always wear shoes. I'm like, okay, no problem. And I should have been quite satisfied with that, because she could have just let it simmer, or she could have just bitched behind my back, or she could have bitched to the apartment manager. She said something to me, and I'm no big deal. I would rather her say something to me, and so I won't let my dog poo there anymore, and or walk even. And so, but my brain with the depression felt something else. I immediately became overwhelmingly depressed and wanted to start crying and playing the depression starts playing his tape deck of, you know, she hates you, she thinks you're gross, she thinks you're a bad dog owner, and she thinks you're inconsiderate and that you let your dog poop, and she's probably saying things to everybody else, and they're all probably complaining about you, and even though you've not done anything wrong. And you know, and I did a video on this before, and then it starts pulling other things in, and you know, that one person hasn't called you back, and they're supposed to call you back, and you've left messages, and it's not even a big deal, so why aren't they, it's not like a social thing, so why aren't they calling you back? You know, it's not like you know, hoping you'll go away, and, you know, if I ignore her, she'll go away kind of thing. And so, within seconds, this was morning, and it was before I got dressed and showered and stuff. Within seconds, I was just like about to cry, ready to go back to bed and not get out. And I had to literally, my throat's really tight and sore, force myself to make a point of not just showering, but putting something in my hair, a headband, and getting dressed, and not just in sweats. And I'm going to force myself through the day of doing my routine and the things I had, the list I had to do today, and just force myself through it, because my depression wants me to lay down in bed and just think these thoughts and make these situations into things that they aren't, or I don't know what they are yet, so there's no point in me thinking them. But if I stood still long enough, depression would be able to convince me of things that would be impossible to know. So that's a little bit what it's like. If depression's already there and it's just waiting for that thing to latch on to and let it come out from under its hole. And for all I know, in 2 hours I'm going to be hyper or irritable or euphoric. So that's a mixed episode. Woo, good time. Or sometimes it's both at the exact same time. That's even funner. Alright. Maybe I'll use my good camera next time. Bye.